Hello and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Grady Frey, and today I will be running through my Tableau2 project and giving everybody a better understanding on why I did some of the things I did. And I just want to walk through every worksheet in my workbook and just explain how I got to my conclusions. So let's go ahead and start with the same data source that we all got. We uploaded it from Microsoft Excel. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. But basically, just took all this data of the regions, states, zip codes, cities, sales dates, departments, items, sales, profits, sales bins, etc. And then we wanted to condense that down into data that we could visualize. For the very first worksheet, I decided I wanted to determine the sales, the number of sales per state in that data sheet. So this is both regions, east and south. There's no filter here. It's just every state with the amount of sales. And we can see that there are high levels of sales in the south, like Florida and Georgia, but they are completely overwhelmed by sales here in states like New York, Pennsylvania, and even Ohio beats out most of these southern states here in the top. So that being said, I wanted to take a deeper look into the top earning region, which is this eastern region. So I went ahead and put a filter on the region to only show me states that were in the east, and that allowed me to see the sales and the profit of all of these states that are in the eastern region. So using this data here, I then went to determine, okay, we know that the East is our top selling region. Okay, what products and from what department are these numbers coming from? So if we look here, I drag my mouse over to this big blue box here, and it says the department is ellipticals, the item is Bowflex Max, the region is East, profits 31 million, and the sales 74 million. So that tells us right away that the ellipticals in the eastern region, both this item Bowflex Max and this item Horizon EX, these ellipticals are basically what all of the sales and profit are consisting of, and that goes for the bulk of the data is elliptical sales. So now that I found a thread in the data, I found that ellipticals are the best selling item. They are much larger than the amount of treadmills that are sold, rowing machines collectively. So I wanted to go to this next worksheet here, and this highlights the best sellers by their type, volume, and location. So in this map here, you can still see that we've got the ellipticals in New York, the Bowflex ellipticals, the Nordic Track ellipticals, and it's just ellipticals that are really taking over the market here in New York. And then we can drag the cursor over and see what else is selling in this eastern region, like what else is really popular. So we've got some treadmills. So that is what this second, fourth piece is right here, is expanding on what the best sellers are in the East region and where they are in the state. So this is just showing what is selling in New York. And then into my further insight, I'll expand on some of the other products that are selling in the Eastern region. So it's not just all ellipticals and things of that nature in New York. So this chart is a similar bar graph as to what I created initially in the broad visualization. This chart is basically this is basically the exact same thing. However, this is constricted to only the eastern regions. So this is just going to show us everything that's in the eastern regions. And I made this visualization because I wanted to include it on this further insight sheet here. Because when you look at the visualization, if I had both regions, south and east, you'd have states that you could click on but would not display here on the map. So for example, I have New York highlighted, and that's why New York is all highlighted here, and it was on the last slide. But let's go ahead and click on another state. Let's see, Ohio. So what's selling in Ohio? We're going to look on the map, and it's hard to see because it doesn't look like there's a lot going on with any of these products. You can see that these are all the products here. So let's try a different one. Let's try Pennsylvania. There we go. Pennsylvania, we have some products that are selling in high volume. It's the Bowflex Max, the Horizon, and we can see based on the size and depth of that color, the level of profit and sales. So this is an interactive dashboard here, and as you click along, you'll see different regions that are, here we go, here's Rhode Island, different regions that are hotspots, like specifically on the state level. So we go to my story, and if we start at the beginning here, I go ahead and break down basically what I've been explaining, and it's just a step-by-step on everything here and why I chose what I wanted to compare. And that's about all I have for this presentation. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you. Have a good day.